Kenya. Tamu sana, tamu sana, tamu sana, yes. Some few hours ago, Kalonzo Musyoka, taking to his Facebook account, had this to say. Kalonzo Musyoka, it was my absolute pleasure and joy to host my brothers, the President of the Republic of Kenya, His Excellency Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and my fellow Oka Principal, Baringo Senator Gideon Moi at my Nairobi residence yesterday evening. We are Azimio, One Kenya, and we will fully support the candidature of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga for the presidency in the forthcoming August general election. And then you can see those photos there, Kalonzo Musyoka shared. In this video, I want us to dissect that post by Kalonzo Musyoka to see in clear terms why most likely President Uhuru Kenyatta paid Kalonzo Musyoka a courtesy call accompanied by Gideon Moi, and what that visit actually means or portends for Raila's candidature in this year's presidential election. That's what I want us to find out in this video. In case you've bumped here for the very first time, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. Yes. The mere fact that Uhuru Kenyatta paid Kalonzo Musyoka a courtesy call accompanied by Gideon Moi is an indication enough that the talks might have largely revolved around Raila's running mate. You know, we are being told that that meeting lasted for about 5 hours. So most likely, they might have also been talking about Raila's possible running mate. And I'm saying that because if you look at Kalonzo Musyoka and then you look at Gideon Moi, Uhuru Kenyatta naturally, from where I sit, and this is something I've largely been stating here, if Uhuru could get his way, he could actually push Gideon Moi to deputize Raila Amolo Odinga. But maybe factors are not just helping to advance that. But if Uhuru Kenyatta had his way, and he could be very much assured that with Gideon Moi as Raila's running mate, Raila would win the presidency, I'm seeing President Uhuru Kenyatta pushing for Gideon Moi to deputize Raila Amolo Odinga. I'm seeing that likely possibility. But also on the side of Kalonzo Musyoka, it's a given fact that Kalonzo has been pushing to deputize Raila Odinga in this year's election. And Kalonzo's foot soldiers are actually putting pressure on the Azimio Brigade, Raila and Uhuru, to actually appoint Kalonzo Musyoka as his running mate. And then on the side of Raila Odinga, Raila seems to be favoring a running mate from the mountain. And that running mate is coming out clearly as Peter Kenneth. Yes. Raila seems to prefer a running mate from the mountain who is coming out as Peter Kenneth. You know, Peter Kenneth, even though he's coming out as not a very good grassroots mobilizer, his cool and sober demeanor actually endears him to a majority of Kenyans across the political divide. And that's why in the recent opinion polls, or some surveys that have been done across the country, Kenyans ranks Peter Kenneth the highest possible Raila's running mate. And from some quarters again, people are also talking about Peter Munya. It's a given fact that Peter Munya is a very good grassroots mobilizer. But now Peter Munya's appeal nationally cannot compare to that of Peter Kenneth. Peter Kenneth has a more national appeal than actually Peter Munya. But on the ground, Peter Munya comes out as more aggressive and a better grassroots mobilizer than actually Peter Kenneth. So I'm seeing Raila preferring a running mate from the mountain, most likely Peter Kenneth. I'm seeing Uhuru Kenyatta preferring a running mate, not preferably from the mountain, but I'm seeing that running mate as maybe Gideon Moi. And then also we have Kalonzo Musyoka also angling for that position. So one thing that these people might have discussed, they might have discussed Raila's deputy, or rather Raila's running mate. Uhuru Kenyatta is trying to convince Kalonzo Musyoka actually to let Gideon Moi deputize Raila Amolo Odinga. And then with BBI, maybe after Raila wins the presidency, we might find Kalonzo Musyoka being Raila's prime minister. I'm not saying that based on any facts, but that's what I'm seeing looking at Uhuru Kenyatta and now looking at Uhuru Kenyatta's history with the late president Daniel Moi, and now looking at Gideon Moi and the current prevailing situation in Azimio. That's what I'm seeing there, ladies and gentlemen. And then secondly, I know Uhuru Kenyatta might have paid Kalonzo Musyoka at courtesy call to actually plan on how this team of Azimio are actually going to market and campaign for Raila Amolo Odinga. Yes. So that visit in one way or the other is a strategy on how this team can actually start their serious campaigns for Raila Amolo Odinga. Because we are just left with about 4 months to the election itself. There is no time for maybe boardroom deals. Time is actually running out. So Uhuru reached out to Kalonzo to plan on how they are going to start their campaign for Raila Amolo Odinga. And that is so because after Kalonzo Musyoka endorsed Raila for the presidency, we have never seen Kalonzo going out to do campaigns for Raila Amolo Odinga. In fact, Kalonzo's remarks or other statements have just actually been decampaigning Raila Amolo Odinga. He has been making some utterances that clearly indicates that actually he has been sabotaging Raila Amolo Odinga's presidency or other candidature. So I'm also seeing Uhuru Kenyatta, who out of that realization might have reached out to Kalonzo Musyoka to calm Kalonzo Musyoka down, to tell Kalonzo Musyoka to take it easy, because Kalonzo actually was rocking the boat. He was actually rocking the boat from inside. So I'm seeing a president who actually calmed Kalonzo Musyoka and told him to relax. And that's why after that visit, Kalonzo, for the very first time, after he endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga, he actually now said they are fully behind Raila's presidential bid or other candidature, something that largely, if you look at Kalonzo's social media handles, he has never said that, apart from the day on 12th when he endorsed Raila Amolo Odinga. But today, actually, Kalonzo just reaffirmed his support for Raila Amolo Odinga. So that visit by the president to Kalonzo actually first shows that the issue of a running mate was most probably discussed and negotiated. These people are still talking. I'm seeing Uhuru Kenyatta trying to convince Kalonzo Musyoka to let Gideon Moi deputize Raila Amolo Odinga, and I'm seeing a president, or rather President Uhuru Kenyatta, convincing Kalonzo Musyoka that he will be the prime minister. That's what I'm seeing by Gideon Moi accompanying Kalonzo Musyoka, accompanying Uhuru Kenyatta to Kalonzo Musyoka. And I'm also seeing Uhuru Kenyatta, who actually tried to convince Kalonzo Musyoka to play it cool, to calm down, so that they can actually start their campaigns for Raila Amolo Odinga. That's what I can see and read from that visit. But above all, that visit, in my considered opinion, has actually given Raila some political boost. Because now you can see now Kalonzo just reaffirming his support for Raila Amolo Odinga. Something that in the recent 2 or 3 days, Kenyans have actually been doubting out of remarks Kalonzo Musyoka has actually been making. So that visit gives Raila's campaign a little bit of a boost, a political boost. Otherwise, ladies and gentlemen, in case you've bumped here for the very first time, just as I did state when we were starting, kindly subscribe, give this video a like. And to our fans, our subscribers here, I'm very much humbled, very grateful for the kind of support you are giving me here. God bless you. God bless Kenya. Any other person watching us outside Kenya for the very first time, drop a comment, let us know from which part of the globe you are watching us from. And if possible, subscribe, give this video a like. Thank you. God bless you. God bless Kenya.